All right, Max, so here's, after hitting all those balls for the whole lesson today, what we see here on our left is the full swing. After, on the right here, is where you did the half swing. And again, that helped you a bunch. You can see why. This half swing, those balls were actually starting to the right. I mean, half of them about started straight, one or two started left, but about a third of them started to the right with your driver because of that right there. It was going more to the right, and still, you see, it could be still going more to the right. And then over here on our left is now the full swing, and sure enough, it's closer. And the arms are extended better. And then, the reason I had you hit so many balls today is because on the first swing day here that we're seeing, at least you were that close starting out today. But the scores are still getting hurt by the drives out of play. You see how there's still that sense at that left shoulder right there. It's still way out ahead. All right, but the arms are better. It's closer. It's better than it was a week or two ago. His arms are sure better than they've been at times in the past. Okay, so because that stuff was so good on the video, it was pretty good starting out today compared to where it's been. I wanted you hitting 1 million drivers today. Again, dupes, 3 putts, 3 pitches. You said it's mainly dupes. That's what I surmised and would have guessed, so I wanted to hear it from you. It'll be all the better next time if it's written out for me. And I can look at it for about 10 seconds instead of us having to take 10 or 15 minutes at the beginning of our lesson to talk about it and me to figure it all out and listen to you and listen to your dad. Just have it all written out, and then we'll know what to work on, the putting, the pitching, or the drives. Okay? And as you just said, man, Joel, if I just keep doing that, I think it'll get better even with the irons too. And I'm like, I totally agree. One of your very prescient, significant, relevant, important, astute observations was after the drills here today, after a certain batch of them, you said, well, I feel like, I said, what's the difference? You said, it seems like my arms are going out better here. And you and I and your dad all know, it's like, okay, yeah, that's part and parcel the same stuff, baby. This is much different than that. And so that's why that was such, I'm like, that's exactly what I'd hope you would observe there, Max, on your own. Say, yeah, my arms are extended better when they go this way instead of doing this. So that is beautiful work there, bud. And again, it still helps you see, look how much better you can be. The ball flights are getting better with that. I know they can get better. And at times in the past, when it's been better on the video, you've hit it even better. But at least this will get this driver in the ballpark more for you and make you feel better. And all the clubs, like your dad's saying, the driver being the hardest for most of us to hit, all the clubs will show a great improvement. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in the golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter, Ellen. Nellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Nellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.